Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing on this fine Thursday afternoon? Haven't done a show in a minute, man, so y'all already know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. And if you're watching on Twitter, retweet, like, and all the other stuff. Um, a lot been going on. A lot been going on in college football. Not just the Miami Hurricanes, but college football in general, man. Um, a lot of media day, basically. Um, certain people from certain schools been saying certain things that they might not be able to back up when the ball gets spotted. Certain quarterbacks from certain schools been saying some things that they might not be able to back up in game one. Certain quarterback that probably ain't even tall enough to reach the podium has been saying some things that they might can't back up. Now, if you think I'm talking about the Florida State quarterback, you might be right. You might be right. He's been saying a lot. He's been saying a lot. A lot of things been going on. The Big Ten, their media day, the ACC media day, of course. Mario spoke. Carson Beck has spoken. Little, not a lot, but he has spoken, and the whole world has been basically waiting to hear from Carson Beck since he stepped foot in Miami, and you really haven't been hearing much from him. And Mario has already told you why, because basically he really just been getting back to health and all that good stuff. Now that he's back to health and he's working out with a team, and basically everything's 100% to go. Now, boom, you can hear from Carson Beck, but he hasn't been basically present to the media. You guys, your beat writers, guys that go there, ask questions and all that. I see you guys coming in the chat. I see the Florida fans talking about spot the ball. You jacking message. Nah. I ain't jacking nothing. See, DJ Lagway at Florida's little media day or whatever you want to call it, whatever they had got going on, said spot the ball. Now, every season we hear this from all kind of teams. Some players speak out a little bit. Some of them get muted. But Lagway said what he said, man. He said basically every team got to play the Florida Gators, spot the ball. Listen, we ain't worrying about spotting the ball. We spot the ball. I think we spotted 41 points when it came to them Gators. So we ain't worrying about that. Now you got to come to Hard Rock, and we going to spot that ball. That ball going to be spotted. Lagway, layaway, whatever kind of way, highway, gateway, all that. The ball will be spotted. You will be going back to Gainesville with an L, not just from Cam Ward, but now one from Carson Beck. Y'all gonna be talking y'all trash. They got another rented quarterback. Listen, Carson Beck is no stranger to putting belt to ass on them Florida Gators. Definitely ain't no stranger to putting belt to ass on them FSU Seminoles, whatever they got going on this year. He's not no stranger. Last time FSU saw Carson Beck, I think the score was 63-3. So it is what it is. Seminole fans, y'all can't say nothing to me. DJ Pickway. That's tough. But anyways, man, a lot been going on. Like I said, I got a few things queued up. Haven't really been live for a minute, so just want to tap in with you guys, let you guys know that I'm still alive. I'm still paying attention out here, just on my little hiatus, man. But anyway, I got a few things going on. I want to talk to you guys about. So, predictions for the SEC. Now, a real bold one. If you paid attention to the SEC this past season, then you basically know that Oklahoma was a straight up dumpster fire. Came in that thing with high hopes, and that died fast. That died fast. That died faster than the Florida Gators thinking that, the swamp was loud and Miami was going to bow down to them. It died. It died. That's tough. That's tough. But anyways, let me play this for y'all real quick. I think my boy said enough. I think he said enough right there. Now, if you've been around the channel long enough, you already know. Sometimes some people deserve some treatments. So I got to hand out some treatments real quick.
Stop the cap.
You're lying. That's a fucking lie.
In my humble opinion, Oklahoma ain't winning no goddamn SEC. You know who gonna win the SEC? The Florida Gators.
Cap. Flag on the play. Cap.
All the Gator fans getting their hopes up. Y'all ain't winning no goddamn SEC. This ain't 08. This ain't 06. Y'all ain't winning no goddamn SEC. Lagway is not the savior. Y'all gonna be a middle of the pack SEC school once again. You're gonna be 6-6 or something like that. Something like that. Billy might get fired. Who knows? Y'all don't spend the NIL money. So obviously, somebody said the audio didn't play. The audio, the video didn't play. Well, I got to figure that out because right now I'm running on a new system, so it is what it is. If the audio is not playing for the videos, I'll figure that out later. But like I said, man, I'll just if the audio is not playing, I'll just basically just speak to y'all on some of these issues, this, that, and the third. So I'd say you say the Gators going 7-5, 7-5. Now that's a Georgia fan. That's a Georgia fan being nice. I think you're being nice. I think you're being very nice. 7-5. Mm-hmm. That might be a good year for Florida Gators, though. 7-5 might be a good year. But what you guys think about Oklahoma this season winning the SEC? Y'all think that's possible? MLK said the audio did play. Okay, so some of y'all saying it did play, some of y'all saying it didn't. When I played that segment, I'm gonna play some of it right now. You guys tell me if you heard it or not. Let's do a sound check. Let me know if y'all. Did y'all hear that audio? Let me know in the chat. Did y'all hear the audio? Sound check. Let me hear. Let me know in the chat. Give me a thumbs up if you heard that audio from the video I just played. Let me hear. Let me see. Y'all let me know in the chat. Did y'all hear the audio from the video I just played? Miss Ellen said no. Okay, so you guys ain't hearing the audio from the videos. Okay. All right, so that's something I'm going to have to figure out then. Okay, so, all right, it's confirmed. 2 people already said. All right, so basically, this dude is saying that Oklahoma is going to win the SEC. That's basically what he's saying. If you guys remember, before we picked up Carson Beck, there was a quarterback that was backing up Cam Ward over at Washington State. John, I think Meter or something like that. Sorry for messing up your guy's last name or whatever, but nonetheless, he went to Oklahoma. He ended up going to Oklahoma. Miami, hosted him for a little bit, and then boom, went to Oklahoma. So my guy here is now saying that Oklahoma is going to win the SEC. Now I know that probably tickle and ruffle a little bit of feathers for the Florida Gators, but it is what it is. It is what it is at this point. It is what it is. Gators going to be mad about everything. If you ain't picking them to go 12-0 and win something, then it is what it is. I see some of you guys in here. You know what? I'm going to put the link in the chat. I'm going to make this an open conversation because there's a lot to talk about. A lot happened. Obviously, I got a plethora of things to talk about, but I do want you guys to participate. I know Sarge in here. I know he been seeing a lot of this stuff too. So speaking of Georgia and Sarge, I think it's been 26 arrests now for the Georgia Bulldogs football team or NASCAR team or whatever you want to call them at this point. But 26 arrests, that's tough. That's tough, man. If you want to go to jail, want to end up in prison, sign up to be a Georgia Bulldog. At this point, it is what it is, man. It ain't even an allegation. It's just facts right now. If you want to go to jail, want to go to prison, maybe, want to become a NASCAR driver in your other life, sign up to be a Georgia Bulldog. Sign up to be a Georgia Bulldog. But yeah, Sarge, how you feel about that though, Sarge? Oklahoma to win the SEC this season. Oklahoma to win the SEC this season. How you feel about that? Let me know how you feel about that. And like I said, guys, the link is in the chat for anybody that wants to join in on the conversation. You're more than welcome. If you're a Florida Gator fan, you're a Florida State fan, any college football fan, we don't discriminate. Y'all can come on and talk. Just be, respectful. So since the audio is not playing on most of these things, I won't even share them like that with you. I won't even pop them up. The Big Ten. So the Big Ten, they had their little media day or whatever. They had it over in Vegas. Now, Penn State coach, James Franklin, he didn't like it. He didn't like it. He said that, Vegas is a great place or whatever, this, that, and the third, but they didn't get the love that they normally do in Chicago. Normally they have these in Chicago, but this time they had it in Vegas. He said that basically they didn't get the love. Normally when they have it in Chicago or whatever, the fans up there, they want autographs. They holding up babies for you to kiss and sign and all that. And they didn't get that over here. They didn't get it in Vegas. I mean, obviously, you in Nevada. Nobody cares about Big Ten football in Nevada. Nobody cares about it. Plain and simple. That's a north thing, man. Nobody cares about it. Nobody. Montre in the building, what's good with you? But yeah, nobody cares about it. All right, so Dan Lennon talking about tampering and all that, that's an ongoing thing in college football. Whether or not you're tampering with, players trying to get them to transfer to your school, or you using an IEL, or you reaching out to somebody you ain't supposed to. And basically, there's no way to really regulate any of these things. Most of the time when schools do get caught, it's like a slap on the wrist. So at this point, stop complaining. Stop complaining about tampering. At this point in college football, man, if you ain't tampering, you ain't trying to win. You ain't. You was not trying to win. It's a FSU. FSU. They're not the criminals no more. Yeah, man. Georgia and Florida, they going at it to be, criminal university or something. Georgia definitely need to open up a NASCAR program. They probably listening right now, and they probably like, you know what? They got T2Y right. We got so many good drivers up here in Georgia. We might do need to get get our NASCAR program going. Some of the guys ain't good enough to drive, so they might be in the cockpit just waiting to see. When the cars come up, they can change the tires and all that. Yeah, man. But Georgia, Georgia, that's tough. Um, Big respects goes out to Rhett Lashley, former offensive coordinator for the University of Miami under Manny Diaz, of course. Is the head coach now over at SMU. Obviously, Miami will be traveling to Dallas to play against SMU this season, so that should be interesting. So we got Sam in the building. Sam, what's going on with you?
What's good, T2I?
Hey, so Sam is a Gator fan. For those of y'all that don't know, so what's on your mind, Sam? What's on your mind? Spot the ball.
Yeah, not just for what Billy said, but because if we gonna do anything, if anything is gonna happen, it's gonna have to just be this year. And I don't mean like no championship run or nothing crazy, but if the Florida Gators are gonna make any type of noise, it would have to be this year, simply because this is Billy Napier's best team he's had at Florida. You know what I'm saying? There's no more excuses. You got the coach you want, you got the quarterback you want. You got everything that you said you wanted. So spot the ball, prove it, and let may the chips lie. Chips lay where they lie.
So looking at your schedule, looking at the amount of talent you got, the word being thrown around is continuity. You guys have a lot of players that's been playing with each other for a while. What's your expectations?
I just think we shouldn't make the mistakes that cost us games last year. I'm not saying we should go undefeated or nothing crazy. I think stupid mistakes like penalties that cost us drives and killed drives or killed games for us, like Tennessee or you know what was that? Mississippi State 75-yard touchdown got called back because of a dumb holding call or something stupid like that. But small mistakes that cost us last year that we use as it's a young team. I don't think we should be. I don't expect to see that personally. And not saying that they're not going to happen, but I don't expect to see that as often.
So ceiling and floor for you. What's the ceiling?
Ceiling, I I'm be honest with you, T2. I outside of the Gator fan, like realistically, I'm gonna be honest with you. Florida ceiling wise is like 9.5. I'm not even joking. Not because they're just some amazing team, but you got to factor in a lot of teams that they play, and every we're not the worst team that we play this season. That's all I'm saying. But 9-7, no, not 9-7, 9.5 wins is probably our ceiling.
What's the floor?
75, and
75.
I can name you the 7 teams that we would beat, and I'd argue this is a guarantee. And I can
Oh,
argue 5 teams that I could say probably would. I could argue that we would lose those games. Which one you want to hear first?
which team y'all gonna lose to?
Realistically, we're gonna lose to LSU. Historically, we lose to LSU in Baton Rouge. I'm not saying we can't beat them, but I've been a Gator fan my whole life, and I think I've only ever seen us beat them in Baton Rouge maybe once or twice. Just me personally, TVs ain't been around forever, but just saying. I think LSU is a loss. Um, I do see. I know people don't have them that high on their list, but I think Texas A&M is going to be a tougher game than we kind of give them credit for. That's an away game. Uh, Ole Miss. I think they get back. That's 3. Who was that other team that was tricky on our schedule? Oh, Texas. I think Texas. I don't. They got a lot of. They got too much talent. I think we can play with them, but pull it off. We gonna need Texas to beat them themselves in order to win that game. But right now, I got us losing. That's four. Um, and I know you want me to add Miami to that fifth contender, but I think it'll be a closer game than it was last year. I don't think that's gonna be an L. I just think we'll see. I think that'll be a closer game than last year. Y'all knew the 10 plays that Florida was gonna run against y'all last year, and that we saw how that played out. So that fifth L, I'm gonna have to give to I don't know, man.
I ain't hear you say.
Hmm. I see us beating Georgia and Tennessee this year. I don't even think FSU gonna show up when we play them.
Hold up
Um,
a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Is Sergeant here? You say y'all beating Georgia this year. You see y'all beating Georgia this year.
of course, they won't have enough players on the roster to arrest it by the time we get to them. And so
Got him! Got him!
pretty soon it's gonna be the Georgia parole officers. But yeah,
Seriously,
that
Sergeant.
last L is like a coin flip. It could be anybody, but at 5 losses, I can see that being like the floor.
Hold on. So you really think y'all gonna beat Georgia?
I need you to give me one good reason why we wouldn't be able to beat Georgia this season.
Listen, man, I haven't. You know what? Let me have you break it down. So you have Georgia. What position group do you have that's better than theirs?
Offensive line, quarterback, receiver.
What
I
about
mean,
the defense?
if you want to go defense, I'd argue defensive line. No, I'll take that back. I'll take that back. I'm gonna be realistic. That was the Gator sunshine pumper in me. I ain't gonna lie. I'd argue, I'd argue either cornerback because we actually do got some decent corners. I can't say safety because I bet best safety is always hurt, you know. And Jordan Castell is until he prove it, I can't say that safety room is elite. But I say corner.
Hold up. Wait a minute. You, come on, man. Defenses win championships. I think
Okay.
they got a better defense than y'all. Every position, not defensive line, all of them, all on, all on. I think Georgia gonna whoop y'all, bro.
Really?
I think y'all will put up a fight offensively, but defensive wise, nah, they defense gonna outlast y'all. Don't, who's on your offense receiving wise that's even proven, and don't say Trey Wilson because he ain't proven.
Okay. What about the transfer quarterback? The receiver that we got, J. Michael Sternberg.
Where he came from, what his stats look like.
UCLA, about 600 yards last season. I mean, but UCLA, I don't even know who their quarterback was last year. So
Nah, them yards ain't came from no cupcake games in the beginning of the year, did it?
UCLA is in what? What division again? Big Ten.
Say that again.
The UCLA is in the Big Ten, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you consider those cupcake teams over there in Big Ten country, but I mean, I'm not saying he was just super dynamic, monstrous Jeremiah Smith s receiver, no, but you asked for a proven threat downfield. He was a proven threat downfield. He just didn't have a good quarterback around him or a good team offense at that at UCLA. Um, you can say what you want. I see Florida off run game being extremely strong this season. That's just my personal opinion. It's just shaping up to be pretty good this year.
don't know, dog. I don't think y'all good enough to beat Georgia, dog.
What do you give me a reason why not?
Ah, man, there's too many reasons why not.
Just give me one. Just give me one off the top. Like this is
defense,
the reason why y'all not gonna beat them.
they defense is better than y'all's. That's it. Defense win championship, bro. Lagway, he got a lot of hype behind him. Y'all been definitely hyping him up.
We
I don't. Well, most of the media and y'all fans, they've been hyping him up.
Yeah, I'm not saying he ain't been hyped up, but that's not the Gators sunshine pumper. That's been the media. You've been seeing On Three and ESPN do all that gassing him up.
Everybody been saying he's supposed to be in New York. You think he's gonna be in New York?
By the end of the season, that what you saying? By the end of the season,
Yeah, by the end of the season, you think Lagway gonna be in New York?
I think if Florida reaches 9 wins, he'll be in that conversation.
Which I don't see that happening. They calling caps in the chat too.
There must be FSU fans.
I don't know, man. I
And
don't.
they the owner of Caps after that 2-10 season. And I'm still mad at Cal for losing to them. I'm still mad at Cal. I never forgive them for that. I'm so serious, T2. I was so disappointed in them. I never forgive them for that. They ruined the perfect season for the non-FSU fans that hate them, boy. I never forgive them for that.
I ain't gonna lie. They really supposed to be 1-11, but I'm with you when you're right.
I'm just saying, because it's not like they had them beat. Cal really was supposed to win that game if you watched that game. So
I watched it. I seen it. I thought Cal was gonna win, but it be like that sometimes. But I ain't on the Lagway train. He ain't do nothing last year to impress me.
nothing.
Nothing.
Not even the Ole Miss game.
He ain't impress me, bro.
Not even the LSU game.
He didn't impress me.
Not even the Tennessee game.
He didn't impress me.
Georgia first half.
He didn't impress me.
Miami the drive that one drive he got in that drove him down the field and got a touchdown.
And what about that drive he threw Jaden Harris a lay down interception?
He scored. He scored on one drive and he threw an interception on another.
Listen, man, I was not impressed by Lagway. Do I think Lagway got potential? Yeah. Not this season. I think he'll be back next season. Not this one though. He'll probably be a real threat the next season. But hey, I want to talk about something though. I noticed that they were having these segments talking about strength of schedule, and that y'all basically got the strongest strength of schedule for 2 years in a row. And I
Yeah,
was, you know what? Florida owe us. Y'all owe us. Cause the moment y'all put us on y'all schedule 2 years in a row, y'all just become the toughest schedule in the country twice. Cause we
right,
on the schedule.
right,
That's the Miami effect.
right.
That's
I
the
mean, if you want to go there, Miami isn't even the fifth hardest team on our schedule. That's how bad it is.
Miami. We heard that last year. I think
I mean,
we beat
you
y'all in that.
no, we didn't. Okay, I get where you're going with that, but look at the schedule this year. Y'all, we had to play the Miami Cam Wards. That's all that y'all had beat us.
Damn, that's tough. So
Even though y'all beat us on every asset of the game, hey, if it wasn't for him,
I mean,
I'm
we played a complete game. Even our safeties that was getting blown the rest of the season after them first 4 games, even they looked good against y'all. Shoot, y'all even said that Restrepo was the slowest man y'all ever seen, and he broke an ankle. I think we beat y'all in every aspect of the game. So I ain't see too many SEC teams that did that outside of Texas. And who else?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M had a complete game too. Yeah. So I'm just saying now. Yeah, Cam Ward, undeniable. He killed y'all. He made his stamp the first game, but that whole team was complete that first game. And I think most of them SEC teams, we looked better than them. We definitely looked better playing y'all against, way better than Georgia did.
Hmm.
I was going back and forth with Georgia.
Man, look, and I know you keep seeing it in the chat because it's true, man. Georgia is not the same Georgia. And it's not even that they're bad or have gotten worse. It's really just the rest of the college world caught up. Like, it's not that Georgia got worse. College football just caught up to them. Like, they're not the number one of everything no more.
But I don't think y'all caught up to them, is what I'm saying.
You don't think Florida caught up to Georgia yet?
I think y'all caught up to us.
Damn, you don't think Florida caught up to Miami?
I think they overhyping y'all old line too. This
Really?
like damn near the best O line in the country. I think our O line is way better than yours.
I don't. I wouldn't deny that. I think y'all got. I think it's depending on position. We have a better center, All American center. I think both of y'all tackles are first rounds. Um,
Who's the guy? Jack or Jake? Something like that?
Jake Slaughter.
Yeah, he decent. I can't downplay him.
That's why I said the center. I think Florida best offensive lineman is center and left tackle that made the conversation or made the All American first team All American or All American team. Both guards was it Damian George and I don't think Najee Harris won the position. Both guards. I say Miami has better tackles. I don't know about y'all center being a better center, but if you're going for pound, I would put Miami offensive line ahead of Florida right now. But the game still got to get played at the end of the day.
You're right about that. Spot the ball.
Let me ask you something. Right now, what score prediction for Miami, Florida?
Miami versus Florida. It ain't gonna be 41-17. Ain't gonna be that. I think it'll be a little bit closer this year. But then again, last year I thought we were gonna beat y'all 38 to the 3 or something like that. So I was pretty close. This season, we gonna be shy of that 40. I think we'll probably have around maybe 30, 31 points. I think y'all will probably end up with like 21. I'll give y'all 3 touchdowns.
31-21,
Yeah, something like that.
or within the range of 2 touchdown loss.
Nah, 2 possession.
Okay. So we 2 possessions and 10 points behind the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah, I'll give us 10 points. Even though I think Vegas got y'all as the favorite, right?
I haven't checked recently, so if they did, then that's new to me. I thought they had y'all as the favorite the entire time.
Nah, let me double check because I think Vegas got y'all as a 2.5 point favorite, if I'm not mistaken. Which is great for us because they had y'all as a favorite last year too.
Weren't we a 1.5 point favorite last year?
I think they gave y'all 2.5 because y'all was home. They didn't even give you 3. I don't think they even gave you 3. That's when you know the game is a rivalry game or there's no certainty. No game. Well, then again, no games was played, and they ain't had nothing to go off.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see if I can pull this up. See if ESPN put it out yet. I don't see a line on it yet, or not on ESPN at least. But I think from what I was hearing, y'all was gonna be favored in that. I think it's the Lagway hype.
You think it's just the hype?
Yeah, it's the Lagway hype.
Okay.
Well, I think this spring though, not spring. I'm sorry, this fall. I think if the media, which they probably won't, because a lot of these practice and scrimmages, it's not going to be to the public or anything like that. I think if they get a viewing or kind of a how do I say this? If they could see Beck play and he's up to par, up to standard or whatever, I think the line will be a lot. I think the line will be changing. I think we'll probably be favored, especially we're at home. We got a lot of players that come back. We got a veteran quarterback. All that. I think all that will play into it. But as of right now, see a lot of scores. Somebody said we're gonna beat y'all 45-23.
That's a Miami fan right there.
45-23. Then we got 38-24. Nick, what's going?
And let me for the record on air for this. I don't think that I'm not gonna sit here and say I just think Florida's is gonna win this game because a lot of Florida players, I mean Florida Gator fans last year had to eat shit last year after they put on that terrible performance after that game. So I still feel like Florida got to prove it, but I do think this is a game that they can win.
I don't know, y'all. This is what the third or fourth game of the season. Where? How far are y'all down on our schedule?
We 4 games into the season with y'all.
Yeah, y'all will be our fourth game. So we both will have 3 games under our belt before we play each other. Let me see who y'all play before y'all play us. I think y'all got 2 cupcake games in between.
We got 2 cupcakes, then we got Texas at home, and then we go to y'all.
Wait, no, LSU.
Yeah,
Y'all,
not Texas, LSU. My bad.
y'all got Long Island, South Florida, LSU, then us. So South Florida might be a little might it might give y'all a little run to where y'all got to show your hand a little bit, and then LSU definitely gonna make you show your hand.
Well, we know that we're gonna have to bring everything we got to beat LSU. There, you didn't. I told you earlier that's not somewhere that we just win. So if Florida pulled that out, it's because they pulled out all the stops.
I think
But
I think being that watching y'all play these games, I think our defensive coordinator will be ready for y'all. I think he'll be ready for y'all.
I mean, it's the same way, vice versa.
Yeah, I mean, you
I'm just saying. I'm not saying this is an easy game, but I think better quarterback play for Florida. This game is a lot more.
I mean,
It's not.
though the first game of the season we got Notre Dame, so y'all gonna get to see Miami at full from the beginning.
Yeah,
We play, and you know what? Comparably, we could compare our game versus South Florida versus y'all versus them because we play them right before we play y'all.
y'all play South Florida.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
so we both played them. That's one thing I'm gonna be looking at. They play y'all a week before they play us.
I mean, they asked for it. They want to be D1.
So
They want to play against the Big Four. Well, the Big Three. I don't know why I tried to include UCF.
let's make this interesting. What if y'all lose to South Florida?
I think the Billy Napier fire train crack is gonna really, really kind of bust open. That floodgate gonna really bust open. They ain't gonna fire him because they gonna still think that's one game, but I think that conversation is imminent. Can't lose home to a FBS team under no circumstance. No, no.
Man, Lenois, what's good with you? See Mac in
Back
here.
in here.
Um, Opalaka was good, my guy. Yeah, but that'll be tough though. I I think if either team, I mean, I don't think Miami's gonna lose to them, but if that were to happen, that'll be tragic.
Catastrophic for either program because UCF or was it USF?
Yeah, South Florida.
Yeah, they're actually not a bad team. They just in the division that they're in. They took what Bama to the ropes last year, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, we beat them 50-15, so we ain't, you know, we ain't in that Bama category. But then again, Bama did lose to teams like Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
It was very inconsistent. But if y'all lose to them, boy, Florida Gator fans, hide your face. Hide y'all face. Don't let me find y'all. I got a lot of bench. I got a lot of bookmarks. A lot of fans I need to holler at after we beat the brakes off of y'all.
right. Hey, I'm gonna hop back on in a minute. I got to go do something real quick, my boy.
Uh,
All right.
yeah, man. Like I was saying, a lot of stuff going on, man. We got the Big Ten. Their conference went down. Of course, Miami ACC conference went down. You know, basically it was a lot of things that I've already expected. Mario is not gonna say too much. He ain't gonna say too little. I did find his first press when he stepped to the podium. I found it very interesting, that last thing that he said, because us Miami fans, we do this every year. We talk about talent. We talk about the amount of talent we got, what we should do with this talent, how it should turn out. And Mario basically reiterated that basically, man, when he came in here, we didn't have the talent that everybody think we had. And to his credit, when he came in here, he said there was a lot of work to do. We're not there yet. Us fans thinking, these players we got, the Manny guys basically, we thought they was on a whole different level than they actually was. And then obviously season played out. We got exposed. Teams was out there beating us. Teams out there dropping 45 and stuff. Terrible. 5-7. Obviously, getting the right talent in here, we flipped from year 1 to year 3. We that's a 5-win difference. We went from winning 5-1 to 10-3. Now a lot of y'all want to, give all the glory to Cam Ward, and no doubt what Cam Ward did was phenomenal. Generation type talent, number 1 overall pick. But a lot of y'all are saying this year we're going to go backwards. A lot of people haven't gotten on board with, Carson Beck going to do, excellent. We're going to win. We're going to be able to compete for the ACC. A lot of y'all basically in wait-to-see mode, which, I can't blame most of y'all. Y'all been let down a lot. I mean, it is what it is. But at this point, come fall, when all these scrimmages play out and everything like that, all this information will be out there. We'll see how, Carson Beck is really clicking. But right now he's 100%, man. He's practicing with the team. They're doing their own thing. Obviously, the coaches right now, they can't really, be out there with them or anything like that. But the players, the ones that really want to win, they out there putting in that extra work on their own time. So I think this is going to be a special year for Miami. I think we're going to get over the hump this year. And obviously, it's the off season, so ain't much to go off of, but, what we believe and what we predicting and all that. I think we got a better defense I think this year defense is going to be better than last. Obviously, it ain't too much you got to do to be better than last, plain and simple. If our DBs are better, defense will be 10 times better than it was last year. Plain and simple. But like I said, media day, I didn't see anything shocking. On the Florida State side, I did see that, their quarterback, Thomas Castellanos, he did say basically he's standing on business, or what he said about, Bama basically got to show them. He think Florida State gonna beat Bama. Now, y'all let me know. Do y'all think Florida State have a chance of beating Alabama? Do y'all think they even have a small chance of beating Alabama? Y'all let me know in the chat. Do any of y'all see Florida State pulling an upset? They obviously gonna be the underdog, no doubt about it. But do y'all see them pulling the upset against Alabama? Castellano said Bama got to see them, basically. ACC Media Day, he stood on business. He said no disrespect to Alabama, but he's standing on business. Now, I want to go down history road real quick, because I think the last time I heard stuff like this, I think it was USC. They were talking, there's one certain player, I forgot his name. We were talking trash, before the Alabama game. And I think Bama blew them out. By a lot. I think they dropped like 50-some points on them. I could see a scenario where Alabama really destroy Florida State. And I think if that happened, if Florida State get blown out by Alabama the first game, they ain't even, it wasn't even competitive. I think they quit the rest of the season like they did last year. I think that whole thing fall apart. Now, Florida State fans, don't tell me I'm hating, because you do got a quarterback that quit on his team last year. So it ain't out of the range of him quitting on y'all after a disappointing loss. Mike Norvell, he was very timid this year in media or whatever. Obviously, coming off of 2-10, ain't too much pumping of the chest, ain't too much, talking you could do. You basically just got to shut up and play football this year. He also said he's going to try So Cam Ward, Restrepo, obviously some other players and quarterback from Florida State, they always, out there practicing and all that good stuff. My boy said they went 2-10. Obviously, he trying to get they confidence up. we in 2025, where you got to inspire Florida State players to play football. 2-10 really did it to him. My boy literally have to come in there and inspire Florida State players to want to play winning football. My boy chose to talk trash about Alabama to inspire Florida State to play football. Man, that's tough. Them boys down bad. Down bad, boy. You would think the year before they were in like 13-1. They're down bad, man. Man, that's tough. Will it be another Georgia rematch? I don't know. Like I said, Florida State fans, I don't know. Thomas got them hyped. Some of them started talking again. Some of them, they really believe they got a chance in that game. The ones with, a little bit brain in their head or whatever, they say as long as it's competitive and they just don't absolutely quit for fourth quarter, they could deal with whatever it is. But, most Florida State fans don't really have brains like that, so they're going to think they're going to beat Alabama, of course. They think it's going to be like when they played LSU them 2 years. They're going to get the dub. They're going to rise back to glory. They're going to win the ACC championship again. They're going to prove everybody wrong and this, that, and the third. They're going to be state champs. They're going to beat Florida and Miami. Man. None of that ain't happening, Florida State fans. I hate to ruin it for y'all this offseason, because I hate I hate ruining it for y'all in the off season because then y'all ain't no fun the rest of the season. Y'all disappear. That's tough. Oh man, Miami boy, what's good with you? So I got a little story for y'all. I was out and about yesterday, and I ran into a Florida Gator fan. Slash former player. Said he played in the 80s. You know, and he was telling me, man, him and his boy being a Miami fan, you know, the last couple of times when they played, you know, they got us in 2019. He said he was talking trash to him. Leading up to that 41-17. And then my boy said, ever since that whooping, that 41-17, he'd been ducking him. He said he'd been ducking him, man. I was like, hey, man, if my team got beat 41-17, I'd be ducking them too, dog. I ain't even gonna lie. That whooping was special because not only did we blow them out, it was in the swamp. The place that they claim to be the toughest place to play in America. Walked in and walked out. That's all we did. I felt like Miami was a Jamaican when they walked into the swamp. Miami was a Jamaican. Tell a Jamaican something that they don't really want to hear, don't really want to care, and they'll just suck their teeth. This is the toughest place to play in America. They're gonna be playing Tom Petty. They're gonna turn the lights off. Everybody gonna have cell phone. Everybody gonna be singing, "Hey baby, there ain't no easy way out." And everybody gonna be scared, and you know, the whole crowd gonna be making noise that you could hear from Gainesville to Alabama to Miami, hell, probably to New York. That place was dead and quiet. Florida fans are so devastated. Till today, they don't believe that 41-17 happened, or they want to put it behind them. They want to say that, that was game 1. If we played them in game 10 or 11, 12 or whatever, it would be a different outcome. No, it wouldn't. Y'all would have still lost. We still would have beat y'all. Plain and simple. Your team didn't change. Your team did not change. Your roster did not change. It was still the same roster in week 1, and it was still the same roster in week whatever. We just played y'all better. We were just a better team. We better than y'all. We've been better than y'all. Y'all ain't want to play us when y'all got in the SEC. When they let Arkansas and the other team join. Y'all ain't want to play us no more. Because y'all knew what happened this season and what's going to happen this season was going to be y'all outcome. When y'all have Miami on y'all schedule, y'all damn near got the worst schedule in America. The hardest, the toughest schedule in America. We do that. That's what that logo do. Put Miami on your schedule, and you instantly don't went up the charts when it comes to tough games. Our brand is bigger. We're just better than y'all. It is what it is. The Will Harris talk. Last season, I watched Florida Gator fans go crazy when they got Will Harris. They went nuts. Oh, man, I think he did a speech in practice one day. They thought, you know what? This was the greatest speech ever. He rallying the troops. He got everybody hyped. Oh, my God. Leave Florida and go to Miami. Oh, he trash. He ain't that good. The downplay was nuts. Now, obviously, we're going to have better safeties this year, in my opinion. I think the DB play is going to be way better. I wonder how much if they look great, I wonder how much credit they're going to give Will Harris. But I guarantee you, if they look bad, you will not hear a Florida fan shut up about what Will Harris done. Oh, look, y'all learning now. He's terrible. This, that, and the third. But if he look good, you ain't gonna hear nothing from him. They ain't gonna say nothing. Florida 9-3. Only if the quarterback stay healthy. 9-3. Okay. Who them three losses? Slug, who them 3 losses? Let me know who them 3 losses that if DJ Lagway stayed healthy the whole year, who them 3 losses? Sarge said Georgia. Man, Sarge, I don't know if you was in here, but they already said y'all gonna lose to Florida this year. The link's in the chat, but they already said y'all gonna lose. Sam said y'all losing. They beating Georgia this year. Jay Dirty, what's good with you? They definitely losing the UGA. That ain't what they saying, Sarge. They ain't scared of y'all. They not scared of y'all. Miami, Texas, and Georgia. Those will be their 3 losses. Y'all don't think Ole Miss could get their lick back? Y'all think Lane Train is just all talk, all cap? Y'all don't think so? He said they ain't beat us since COVID. They're going to beat y'all this year, Sarge. Sam told me they're going to beat y'all. I'm going to go with what Sam said. You know, he said y'all going to lose this year, so I'm going to have to go with that. I'm going to have to go with that. I tried to tell him that, you know, Georgia got a better defense than they do, but he ain't buying it. He said they got a better offense than y'all. Better quarterback, better O-line, better receivers. Hell, they probably got better running backs than y'all, too. He said the Georgia that we've been seeing the past couple of years ain't the same Georgia, dog. He said y'all going to be like a wounded dog this year. But, hey, that's tough. Man. He said, I know. Sam said it last year, too, and the year before that. Listen, man. Y'all know Josh. Josh Prey, he already said they going 12-0. So, obviously, if that's the case, they're going to beat Miami, and they're going to beat Georgia, and they're going to beat Texas. Man, that's tough. Man, that's tough. But you know what's crazy? At the end of the year, when I pull receipts of all the Florida fans talking about they going 10-2, which team they going to beat, all this, you know. Yeah. So I said 12-0 for UGA, book it. Sarge, you might be right about 12-0. We ain't on y'all schedule. Y'all do got the opportunity to go 12-0. We ain't on y'all schedule. So good to hear your voice again. Go Canes. Hey, appreciate that, boss. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, like I said, I've been taking a little hiatus, taking a little break. Um, this off season, I was like, with all the transfers and a lot, a lot has changed in college football. Most of the players that you get to know, they might be here this year, they might not be here next year. Some of the relationships that I've built, you know, throughout the year, it changes every year. I seen a segment which really touched home with me. Jake Garcia. As you guys know, when Jake came in, I was really hyped on him. I damn near anoint the guy the next champion or whatever. And obviously it didn't play out at Miami. But I seen a video where they was like basically breaking down his high school and in college, you know, career or whatever. And I'm like, man, it's so much what ifs. So much what ifs. I think he transferred to Michigan right now. Obviously, they're saying he's probably buried on the depth chart, but it was so many what ifs with Jay Garcia. So many what ifs. Yo, T2I, I got Miami putting belt to ass on Notre Dame in the first game. Okay. I definitely hope you're right. I can see us beating Notre Dame. Obviously, you got to put some respect on Notre Dame, though. I mean, they really just played for a national championship. Lost, but nonetheless, they played for a national championship. I don't think we could just I don't think we could downplay them. I think it'd probably be a competitive game. Now, if they come down here and we beat them like we did in 2017, man, that's tough. It's gonna be a hell of a year for Freeman if they come down here and get beat like that. It's gonna be a hell of a year for him, or hell of a week. With the new playoff system, you could take a L or two and still make it. I mean, if you look at the national champion in Ohio State, they took 2 L's. So there's a path where a 2-loss team could end up being a national champion. It just happened. So, Miami lose to Notre Dame or Notre Dame lose to Miami, both teams are still in there. Because as long as you got a conference championship, you got a chance. And if at the end of the year, if Miami is 11-1 because they lost to Notre Dame, ain't no doubt that we'll be in there. We're going from where you got an ACC champion that's guaranteed. So Notre Dame wouldn't even be an issue. They're not a part of the conference. They should be, but they're not. So this is what it is. Conference. A lot of conference talk. Memphis, I see they in the news too. I think they tried to apply for the Big 12 or whatever and got turned down. They damn near wanted to buy their way in and got turned down. So clearly, win a conference championship and you'll be in. Outside of, the Big 4, the SEC, ACC, Big 10, and Big 12, everybody else, got to fend their way to get in. You're only getting one, group of four or whatever. Only one of them going to get in. You saw Boise State got in last year and got demolished. So clearly, Memphis want to, better their chances of, playing for anything meaningful outside of just beating Florida State. That's tough, Mike. The old school. That's tough. But a lot of stuff in the media, man. DJ Lagway hype. Carson Beck finally spoke. Obviously, Florida State quarterback talking trash. What y'all been seeing? Y'all let me know in the chat. What y'all been seeing? What y'all what y'all been seeing this off season that y'all found real interesting? Obviously, you guys already know too. Recruiting going on. A lot of players, gonna make decisions pretty soon. They're gonna basically pick the school that they're gonna go to. Obviously, between Miami, Florida, and Florida State, there's always this: who's gonna finish with the better class? Fans love it. I love it. A lot of trolling come behind it. It is what it is. But I definitely think the way things are going to play out, I think Miami will still finish with top class in the state of Florida. I think we'll finish with the top class in the ACC, and that's where I stand right now on that. Florida, they talk a lot of they talking a lot. They got a lot of top prospects that they still going after. Depending on how they do this season, they could possibly land some of them. Obviously, NIL is there. They're talking about it all the time, especially watching Carson Beck's pocket. Definitely, what is it, 0-3? It's like they take special time out of their day to make sure they know how much money a player is getting paid so they could, report on it. Pocket watching like a mother. But man, I know for some of y'all, it wasn't enough. But I think hearing Carson Beck speak for the first time since coming to Miami has been huge. It's been huge. Canes Football Talk, appreciate you. Appreciate you for the membership, boss. Appreciate that. But I think having Carson Beck, veteran experienced quarterback, obviously after having a guy like Cam Ward, I think that was well needed. Obviously the injury, the elbow injury had us up in arms a little bit, like, what kind of Carson Beck are we going to get? But I don't think Mario has ever really lied to me. So if he feel good about what he's seeing with Carson Beck, then, I'm going to roll with that until I see for myself and are proven otherwise. So O-line, listening to, Francis Marigoa speak, I think we're in good hands there, obviously, with Cristobal and, Maribal, obviously, even the recruits, the number one recruit in the country in Cantwell, he saw that. You know what you're going to get when you come play O-line for Miami, dealing with Cristobal and Maribal. So I think O-line is a position that we ain't going to worry about for a while. As long as Mario and Maribal is doing their thing, I don't think we're going to have nothing to worry about in that department. Receiving, I think a lot of players got a lot to prove. I think the young guys, they coming in hungry. A lot of them going, do what it takes to step foot on that field. I think a lot of them going to get that opportunity. We got a lot of talent. We're replacing Restrepo, obviously. So, me personally, I want to see what Ray got. Now, I know Ray hasn't really spoken, but we all see the antics on social media, on, X, when it comes to Uncle Luke. He been talking a little junk, man, but at the end of the day, we got to see what Ray going to do. Plain and simple. We got to see what he going to do this year. Me personally, I had a lot of confidence in the kid. I think he gonna show up and show out. I think he gonna meet those expectations, if not go over it. Obviously, what Restrepo did, it's a hard act to follow. Plain and simple. Mr. Reliable. It's a hard shoe to fill. Plain and simple. But I think Ray got it. And if he don't, then, there's plenty of talent behind him that could step up to the podium. Plain and simple. Running back room, I'm not really worried about. Like, offensively, I'm not worried at all. I'm not really worried about. I'm not worried. I think this is one of the first season, like going in, where I feel confident on both sides of the ball that we gonna have a special season. Clearly, safeties. I really want to see. Man, it can't be as bad as last year. And I think last year, if it was 10% better than it was, we would have won 12 games. So at this point, I think the defense is going to be a lot better. The offense, I don't think they have to perform like we did last year. I don't think we have to put up 40 points a game like we did last year. Speaking of 40 points a game, let me go down this street real quick. Florida State quarterback Thomas Castellanos says Florida State is going to be averaging 40 points a game this year. Do y'all believe that Florida State is going to average 40 points a game this year? Canes Football Talk, what's going on with you? Canes Football Talk, you there? I don't know. You probably got to fix your mic or something, but we're not hearing you if you're speaking. But while he fixed that or whatever, do y'all believe that Florida State could average 40 points a game this season? And where is all these production going to come from? Where is all this production going to come from? Is it possible for Florida State to have improved that much from last year? Because I think last year they was averaging like maybe, 13 points a game? Do you think Mike Norvell really flipped that team that good for Florida State to average 40 points a game? Or are they new quarterback just talking just to talk? But can y'all see Florida State averaging 40 points a game this year? We just saw Miami do it, and we saw what Cam Ward had to do. I don't see Castellanos being anywhere as good as Cam Ward. I don't think he performed nowhere near that. So for this guy to say Florida State is going to average 40 points a game, I don't know, man. I don't think it's possible to take him serious. I don't think it's possible to take him serious. At this point, I think he's just saying anything when you put a mic in his hand. I don't see how you go from averaging about 13 points a game to averaging 40. Let me see. At the end of the year, if that were to happen, what can I do at the end of the year if this man really shut me up? If Florida State really averaged 40 points a game, Florida State fans, what would y'all want? What would y'all want as a I told you so? Because I don't see nowhere in hell Florida State averaged 40 points a game. I don't see it happening. I can't see it happening. I don't think America gonna see that happening. Do y'all believe that Florida State will average 40 points a game this season? I don't see it happening. Thomas Castellanos, I don't see it happening. I think you're all hype right now. I don't see it happening. Plain and simple. I don't. Prove me wrong. I'm going to say this too. I think that Carson Beck going to have a better year than DJ Lagley. BJ Thomas says you don't do well against betting against y'all. I did very well betting against y'all last year. I took Georgia Tech to beat y'all by 3. Oh, they did. They beat y'all by 3. I told y'all was going to come down to Miami and get blown out. You did. Some of your fans actually betted, even though y'all was like the worst team in the country. But, you know, that what fandoms do to you. It'll make you do silly things. Say maybe 20, 25, 28. That sounds more realistic, but coming from like 13 points a game to 40, I don't think that's realistic. Like I said, though, I think Carson Beck going to have a better year than all three of them. Out of the big three quarterback, I think it'll finish Carson Beck, DJ Lagway, then Castellanos. And that could flip too. It could be Carson Beck, Castellanos, then DJ Lagway. Because DJ got a lot to prove. They putting a lot of weight on this guy's shoulder right now. The Gator fans are putting a lot on his shoulder. Now, he sound confident. He sound like he's up for the challenge. But, you know, everybody sound ready until, you know, it's go time. And then some people go out there, show up and show out. And some people get smacked right in the face. I don't know what it's going to be for Lagway, but like I said, the fans, the guy is the second coming of Tim Tebow. This guy is going to take Florida to the promised land. Some Florida fans are already saying they're going to win the SEC this year. He said that Florida State quarterback tripping. No, to be honest with you, I like him. I like it. I think it brings a lot of hype. I think it brings a lot of attention to college football. I think most of the players, they've been so media trained that that excitement ain't really there like it used to be. I like when players get up there and done said something they ain't supposed to. It's out there now. Now you got to go out there and prove it. I think that's what missing in sports a lot, especially in football. People are so afraid to stand up and, you know, trash talk. So afraid to be confident. It's like everybody is scared. Nobody want to be proven wrong. Everybody want to be right. Like, me personally, I miss trash talking in sports a lot. I try to keep it alive myself. Like, ain't no Florida State fan or a Gator fan can come in here right now and tell me that they're going to beat Miami this year. They can't. They can't. Florida State midget quarterback ain't going to get that done. DJ Lagway, inexperienced, he ain't getting it done. The amount of talent we got, yes, I said the amount of talent we got, even though Mario basically, you know, talked about that in media day. The amount of talent we got, the amount of continuity and all that. Y'all remember that Gator fans last year? That's what y'all was telling me about. So I'm gonna use y'all on tactics this year. The continuity is there at Miami. So, not a Gator fan, not an FSU fan can tell me that they're going to beat us. BJ Thomas, I ain't trying to hear nothing you saying. Florida State ain't beating Miami by no 10. Y'all got a better chance of going 2-10 again than beating Miami by 10. Should have been 1-11. But we ain't going to talk about that, Cal. We ain't going to talk about that Cal game. Y'all can hang that up. There's going to be a lot of humble pies in week 1. It's going to be a lot of humble pies in week 1. You know, the great thing about doing this, when we lose I ain't hide. I can't hide from nobody. Y'all can hide, but I can't hide from nobody. So whatever I do, just like Castellanos, I got to stand on business. I got Miami beating Notre Dame first game of the week, first game of our schedule. I got us winning. Ain't got it as no blowout, but I still got us winning. And I already know y'all gonna Florida fans, FSU fans, y'all gonna come tell me about it if we lose. But if y'all get blown out, well, Florida State fans, if y'all get blown out, it's a different story. Y'all ain't gonna have too much to talk about. Gator fans, they ain't really got nothing to worry about. They play Long Island in the week 1. So obviously if we lose, they're gonna come talk. They're gonna come talk they trash. But the greatest thing about it this year, both y'all gotta see us back to back. After we beat the Gators, we beat Florida State, y'all ain't gotta say nothing to us for the rest of the year. Y'all ain't gotta say nothing to us. Y'all could go to y'all, temples, go to y'all churches, go to your synagogues, wherever you want to go. Whatever you do, whoever you pray to, y'all could go to all of them and pray that we lose the rest of our games, because that's what y'all do. That's what y'all gonna do after we beat the brakes off y'all. I got us beating both of y'all. Beating the brakes off y'all. State champs again. Florida probably ain't gonna schedule us for the next 15 years. Them boys is not gonna schedule us for the next 15 years. I promise you. After these 2 years of just, we about to get their coach fired. I think Miami get Billy fired, to be honest with you. Because that Florida versus Miami game is going to say a lot to recruits. I think a lot of these recruits going to be seeing it. Like, hey, man, one of these teams is going up and the other one's about to fall apart. When we beat y'all, they're going to see, hey, Miami on to something. They going places. Then when they look at y'all, they're going to be like, damn, Billy about to get fired. They're going to have to start over again. They're already a middle-of-the-pack SEC team. Now they probably going to drop down to the bottom. They're going to be, mentioned with teams like Vanderbilt. Florida, y'all got a lot riding on these games. Y'all got a lot riding on this game. Recruits, everything. Miami beats Florida by 21. That's a smart Florida State fan. He said something smart today. Definitely. I could see that happen. I could see it happen. Well, I saw it happen last year, so I could definitely see it happening again. I don't care how much better y'all tell me Lagway is. Man, it's going to be diabolical when Florida fans switch on Lagway. That's going to be diabolical. They're going to go back and delete all their tweets when they say he was the best quarterback. He's going to win the Heisman. He's the second coming of Tebow. They're going to delete all them tweets. I'm going to have to screenshot those. Man. Opalaka, man. It's going to be a hell of a year, man. Them boys about to come down to Hard Rock. They're going to be talking all that trash about rented stadium. They're going to get beat and sent back home. You know what, Florida fans? About to fly y'all out. Just like an Instagram model. Fly y'all out and, send you back. Of course. When we done with you, we going to send you back. Y'all about to get flown out. Y'all about to get flown out. Man, but how y'all feeling though? Did any of you guys really watch the ACC Media Day? Y'all let me know. Did y'all watch the ACC Media Day? Like I said, when you do watch those, you're not gonna get too much from Mario. He'll give you a little spice here and there, but he ain't gonna give you too much. Now, whoever that reporter was that was in the asking about Cuban coffee, y'all need to cut the shit. Cut the shit. It's played out, man. It's played out. Ask Mario some real questions. We done heard all the Cuban coffee talk for the past 3 years now. Y'all need to find something new. Find something new to ask. We all done heard the answer about Cuban coffee 100 times already. Mario already done told you how he like his coffee. It is what it is. Come up with some better goddamn questions. Stop wasting us. Stop wasting our time. I'm tired of hearing about, Mario, you had your Cuban coffee. Oh, my guy drank Cuban coffee, man. Cool. Opalaka, what's good with you?
What's happening, T?
Man,
Come back, bro. Welcome back, boy. You were missed.
Thank you, man. Trying to prepare for this season. Get back in the groove.
Cool.
Man, did you check out any of the media day?
Oh yeah, man. Beck, saying Beck ain't even say too much for me to be like I'm on the train wagon. People seem to forget, man. This man not only played in the SEC, man. This man, motherfucker, Florida, motherfucker, Gators, he's been there.
You know what? I got a bone to pick with the ACC.
Okay.
So Mario did his thing. Then they brought up Maui Goa. They brought up Key Mesidor. They brought up Carson Beck. And then they're going to leave my guy Bassane out. Nobody. They ain't brought my guy Bassane up, man. That's who
I heard Ruben Bain was supposed to come, but he had some, I guess, family matters. You know what I'm saying? They tend to something like that.
Nonetheless, my guy Wesley Bassane was there, and they ain't bring my guy to the podium and they ain't asked him nothing.
I don't know what that was about.
I wanted to hear my guy speak. Obviously, the defense was a huge question last year.
Yeah.
I knew that.
I wish they would have had to. I wish they would have brought him and another defensive player down. Like I said, I know they said Ruben had a family thing going on. But yeah, they should have had at least two defensive players, man, saying to explain, Mesidor, he got to speak, but I felt the Saints should have been there also because, he was the one, he was there for the defense. They like he transferred to Miami, he was there. That's what it started at. But I'm liking our secondary, man. I'm really liking this whole defense makeup right now. Because remember that Cal game, man? We got outran by tight end. Our DB getting outran by tight end.
Yeah, last year was hard to watch.
Nothing like no doggone minded defense. I thought what's your boy Al Golden homeboy was coaching us last year. That's what it looked like. What's his name?
I was like, as long as the offense is on the field, we can win games.
Yeah.
But when that defense is on the field, man, I was like, shit, this is gonna be embarrassing.
Him. That's what I thought was coaching our defense last year.
The amount of plays we gave up, man. We had a little bit better defense last year. We could have won a national championship. And I ain't the only one saying it. Obviously, Nick Saban even said it out of his own mouth. A little bit better defense, we could have been competing for a national championship.
Mm-hmm.
Man, but you heard what Rhett said about us.
Yeah, I heard.
Man, shout out to Rhett, man.
Rhett was the only one that was speaking last year. You know what I'm saying? He was the one that was going off, man, about the SEC, man. He went off about that. Everybody else was just quiet. Like, they didn't want to say nothing. But, shout out to him, man.
Rhett said what he said, man. I was like, man, that's always a reason why I like this guy.
Yeah.
It's like this man just plain out say what everybody thinking. But you know the Miami brand, they hate us. They don't want to see us back.
Nah, they can handle it.
They see, oh man, Miami got the best offense in the country. They're one of the best teams. Nah, we can't let that happen. Nah, we can't.
Everybody say good for college football. Nobody wants to see us like that. They know
credit. We can't. We feel like it. We think it, but we can't say it. No sir.
No sir. They gonna attack us real quick. When they attack us on that money tip all the time. Like, oh, Miami paying right. Everybody paying right now.
I think right now though the feeling is we could have an incredible season, or it could be a huge letdown.
I agree.
Because look at the schedule outside of Florida, Notre Dame, and Louisville. In my opinion, I don't think we got.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I don't think we.
A little better defense came with a one eye. Yeah, he would have been that title picture again.
But I think if we put up good numbers this year, compete, it's up from there. I could see where, because we recruit well enough to be in the top 10 in recruiting almost every year, if not top 5. The NIL is here without no doubt. Ain't no hiding that. The money.
So who you keeping an eye
on? What do you mean, like offense, defense?
I'm saying fathers here on offense and on defense. Because I wanted your take on this one. You know what I'm saying? Who you keeping your eyes on? You know what I'm saying? If you feel like 2 on defense, 2 offense gonna have a breakout season that you feel.
I think offensive wise, I'm looking at Carson Beck because he's the question mark right now. I'm also looking at Ray Joseph. I think I don't know if you've been seeing it, but online, Luke been talking a lot.
Yeah, that's important.
I hope Ray ball out because as much as Luke been talking trash, I don't want Ray to not do well and everybody be like, ha, Luke.
Yeah, I don't need that. I'm with you on that one, man. I really know what Luke was saying, man. Then I watched the interview with Luke, man. I said, bro, I hope this man can go on here because it seemed like they kind of writing him off, man. Like, not really saying he ain't gonna do nothing, but everybody, you know how it goes every year. You trying to tour.
And I think the opportunity is gonna be there for Ray. I think he's putting in the work still. I think he's gonna get his shot. I think he's just gonna have to go out there and prove it. But I don't think he's gonna be, short. Be given the short end of the stick nowhere. If we don't see him playing, he just didn't earn it.
Yeah.
But I think the opportunity is there for him. I think when he get on the field, he's gonna light it up until proven otherwise. So offensive wise, yeah, Carson Beck. because, like I said, question mark. Never saw him playing Miami, coming off of injury. Obviously, they put the money out there that he's getting paid, so hopefully, he live up to it.
Yeah, what's up with that, T? Why they fucking watching us for, man?
Bro, it's crazy. One minute is 4 million. Next
You
minute,
told me it's 6 mil.
I'm like, God damn. 1 minute is one Lambo. The next minute is three Lambos.
Yeah.
And not to mention his girl, ex-girl or whatever. She been on her little trip. I just seen recently that I don't know if it's true or not, so I'm gonna say allegedly that both of them twins got their titties done. Everybody saying Carson Beck done dodged the bullet. But
He forget he a Florida boy.
that's tough right there. My boy came down here and saw the Mamacitas, and it was a done deal.
Done deal. Hey, it ain't even take 2 months.
The boy said, Maria, Maria. Man, defensive wise, I want to keep an eye on Ruben Bain and Team Mesidor. Them the two I want to keep an eye on. I'm gonna stick to the D line.
Because of that pressure. Okay. For me on offense, I got Carson back with you, but I also got my receiver person on offense going to be JoJo Trey.
Yeah, JoJo. I'm gonna keep an eye out for JoJo too, but it's just so much behind Ray Ray right now.
Yeah.
You was behind Restrepo, man. That's a tough act to follow. So I got to see, I got to see if you're gonna step up to the challenge.
Same. Because that was the thing, because I was listening to everybody last year, how Rashawn showed out over at SMU and all this stuff. Why we couldn't keep like, bro, man was behind Restrepo, bro. It was like, there was no way you could keep Restrepo off the field. And the people like, man, look, there's no way you keep that man off the field. Man was catching everything. The man was getting open. It's like, couldn't argue with that. Of course, I wanted to see Rashad stay here too, man, but what we wanted him to do, he wanted to be a receiver instead of, man, we could have put him at running back, man. But that's what he played all his life, running back, and all of a sudden he go to college, he want to play receiver.
Yeah. Who you looking for on defense?
Defense, I'm saying Ruben Bain, but I'm also looking at your boy Brown. Because I feel like he didn't, saying that injury took him out for a good little minute, and people just seem to forget, saying how dominant the boy was. It was like Frederick, Frederick came a year right after. Because remember, before Frederick got there, Brown was showing out, and everybody was like, yo, there's a monster. Especially when he popped your boy, who's that player? He hit him so hard, knocked the helmet off, man. I thought he decapitated the boy. I put up that doggone that video and try to send it to you. I can't remember what game that was. He came off that and he just blasted the boy. Somebody hit him so hard, whole head came off and stuff. So Brown, I think everybody kind of forget about Brown and they just penciling other people that other corner spots. So it's for me it's Bain because Bain was most of it the whole year. And they kind of like, roll them out to Donovan Brown. I'm looking for them. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm also watching Frederick because man, what he did last year, he was the only bright spot last year in our defense.
Yeah, it's a
He
lot of
came
play.
late. He came late. You know how they always saying, oh man, this person it came late, so they couldn't and all this stuff. But he came late. Was he a 3-star?
I think at this point we just got to put them stars behind us.
Yeah, I
Now,
think so.
obviously, some of them 5-star do live up to it.
Not too many of them. But yeah, some of them do. Not too many of them.
But man,
And you see, like it's more of them 5 stars that fold than they do produce.
But I mean, defense-wise, defensive players, like I said, I'm going with Akeem Mesidor and Bain. But you could damn near look at everybody on that defense.
Pretty much.
I think, especially the safeties.
That's a complete transformation, man.
Yeah, dog. FSU trolls, they could come in, they could talk their trash. Let them talk their trash. That's all they gonna do.
Well, he keep receipts, so
You
I
don't
don't
get
mind laughing.
you don't get no medals in the offseason.
Nope.
When like Lagway say, spot the ball. Spot the ball. Last year we spot the ball against Florida and Florida State. So let Florida State fans talk their trash, man. Let them talk.
What's up with the FSU quarterback? Around here selling them out.
He talking about they finna bang Alabama. He talking about they finna average 40 points a game.
Come on, man. They ain't say that to you. Come on, man.
He said it, man. It's on camera. He said it at the ACC media day. It's
I heard he was talking big. I ain't went ahead and watched it. I can pull that up.
He was working out with Cam Ward and Restrepo and them.
Oh, when they came to Miami.
Yeah, he said that basically them boys went 2-10, so he got to inspire them and put some confidence in them. So that whole thing about
what? You won 2 years ago.
So all that talk about beating Alabama, that's what he trying to do. He trying to inspire them. And then that ACC media day, they asked him about it. He said he stand on business. He said no disrespect to Alabama, but he meant what he said, and he doubling down on it. He said he could see FSU averaging 40 points a game this season.
Oh, he said it.
He said it.
Oh, I thought you were saying the fans said they.
This is a quarterback saying it. He got them hype right now.
He got them believing.
Like I said, the way he's speaking right now, the fans already put him in New York. He gonna be there He gonna be in New York with Lagway.
Come on, man. Oh. What business?
They gonna be. I guess the way all the fans are speaking, it's gonna be 3 Florida quarterbacks in New York.
Wow.
Florida fans are saying that Lagway gonna be there. They already done crowned him the Heisman in the offseason.
Oh, yeah.
I think, Carson Beck, with the talent around him, he could be there.
Yeah, I see him there. Will he win it? I don't know. It all depends, but I can see him there. See, we got Cam.
I don't really think Florida State gonna be good enough to get Thomas Castellanos in New York. But hey, the way he talking, if he averaging 40 points a game, he'll be there.
He's lucky he had an ACC media day. That's the closest he gonna get to New York.
Man, dude say he always started strong, but when you look at his history, them game ones ain't been too good, dog. Last year, game 1, they lost to Northern Illinois. And that was when he was at Boston College, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Did he quit on the team?
Yeah, he quit. I find that funny, like all the Florida State fans were talking about, Cam Ward quit on his team during the bowl game, which that's not true. But then the quarterback that y'all hyping up now, he actually did quit on his team. There was 99% of players didn't quit. That 1% was your quarterback. So
you blow it out by them. Might quit again.
Now, obviously, this big 3, so it'll be good for business if they actually do beat Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
You already know. You've been in here, chat. They're going to be flooding this thing.
Oh yeah, bro, your numbers gonna be so high.
It's gonna be so. It's gonna be so many. If they beat Alabama, it's gonna be so many FSU fans in here talking about Miami line it up. We're
Yep,
gonna beat the brakes
that's
off
what I'm
y'all.
saying. They're gonna blow. Hey, you gonna hit about 3,000. They gonna come. They gonna bum rush you.
You're gonna come with that narrative. Y'all ain't better than Bama, so
Yeah,
we're gonna beat y'all. Beat them. They're gonna be having a lot to say.
not
They beat Alabama. They gonna claim the ACC championship.
what? And they gonna sell out.
Oh man!
They, look,
Now if they get
they
blown
play.
out, Alabama,
They play. USF. Did they play USF this year?
nah, Florida
Yeah,
does, but I don't think Florida.
they play Florida.
Man, before I leave this earth, I want to see Florida State versus FAMU. That's what I want to see. And I want to see FAMU come out with a nice, decisive win. I want to see how bad they turn Tallahassee.
Wow.
I want to see that. I think Florida State got that fear though if they play each other.
I just don't know where the win's coming. I seen one program.
Yeah, because if FAM were to beat them, man, that's a whole takeover of the whole city. Might as well go ahead and paint it they orange and green. They're gonna be rattlers everywhere.
You heard from your boy
Yeah, but
Sauce?
yeah, that shit crazy, man.
You heard from Sauce?
Yeah, yeah. Sarge was in here earlier. He was in the chat. You weren't on the mic, but he was in the chat. Sam was.
What he saying about
He said Florida gonna beat Georgia.
who?
Sam, the Gator fan, he said Florida gonna beat Georgia this year.
Sarge in on that?
I don't think
What is
I don't think Sarge
what Sarge prediction is?
Sarge
12-0?
12-0. He said it earlier too. He already claiming that 12-0. Georgia going 12-0. Another I was trying to play a segment earlier, but I got to figure out how to make the audio play again. But one of the dudes from I forgot his name. Dude, he does media or whatever. He already claiming the SEC championship for Oklahoma.
Huh? Based on what?
Just the quarterback that they got. You know they got the quarterback that we wanted.
Yeah.
Before we
Yeah,
got
the boy that the person that we wanted to transfer. Yeah, I know. He followed his offensive coordinator.
yeah, so they saying that he's gonna be that good to where they can see them, winning the SEC. Crazy take, bold take, but hey, it's the off season, man.
Yeah, everybody off season.
But that, spot the ball. Like DJ Lagway say, spot the ball. I tell you one thing, they come down here and we beat the brakes on, break the brakes off on like we did last year. I'm gonna make shirts that say spot the ball. Just not, I'm gonna have that big. Say spot the ball on the front, and then on the back it's gonna say just not at Hard Rock.
Hey, that game over, you should go get that shirt printed up. Hey, you put that thing online, you'll buy it.
You'll be right outside the gate with them. Spot the ball, just not at Hard Rock.
It's gonna be a hard shirt,
Get a special edition one, say maybe at Rocky Top. That's the Tennessee, but not over here.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I think this year gonna be special, man. Between the Florida and the Dane game, the Rock is gonna be rocking for real.
both of those games at the crib. But, boy, people forgot that we were undefeated. Last year at the crib. I know that don't mean much, but man, we were undefeated at the crib. You start building that home field advantage, and people start thinking. I remember one time, because I'm older, so I remember one time we won like 9 years, man. Like undefeated at the crib, man. Like you couldn't come to the one goal. No. It felt like it was empty. That's how I started.
Wait, what how to mix in the Hurricane? Man, Donovan, I don't know what you trying to say. I don't speak that language, boss. I don't know what you're trying to say. You have to, whatever that is you trying to say, you're gonna have to clear that up.
Yeah.
That's one thing we don't do over here. We don't talk about no backsides.
We don't talk like we don't get down like that. You might want to go. You might want to go somewhere look for it. If you're a fan of it, you might want to say that look for it. Sunbelt days, never beaten. Probably back never lost to the Gators.
Hold on. Orange and green blood, what's going on with you, man? I'm doing good, my guy. How you doing? Man. Oh man, this season can't hurry up. It can't get here fast.
We got like 40-something days, 40 days, something like that.
Yeah, today what, the 24th? Man, just another month and a week, man. 5 more weeks. Another month, man. It's gonna be put up or shut up.
What you think the key to us beating Notre Dame?
Say it again.
What you think the key for us to beat Notre Dame?
I think as long as the defense can stop the run, we'll be good.
That was mine too.
I think that
stopping that run. The world is that run.
Yeah.
So I know this is a different year, but when they came to the Rock last time, that was their crown and jewel, the run.
Yeah, because one thing I know about Notre Dame, they're gonna have a good tight end, and they're gonna run the. They ain't never been known for explosive offense.
Nah. They love to play that old smash mouth football, just run the ball.
Yeah, you just don't want to get in a. You don't want to get in a slugfest with them. Running the ball and tight, low-scoring game. You don't want to play them kind of games with them. With them, you got to smack them in the mouth, get a good lead, and then they'll quit.
Yeah, you got to get up there with a quarterback. Get up there, quarterback a little bit. Get up his hop in behind, make him feel uncomfortable, keep getting on. That's what the defense coordinator. I just been 2 days ago. I went pulled up because you know how they like to hype up what they did at another school and stuff. So I wanted to see where Minnesota defense was at. Yo, man, you know them cats was number 5?
Yeah, we got a good one.
I was like, this man, I didn't even know Minnesota was number 5.
Yeah, man. Buddy been, improving almost every defense he touched. He got a history of doing it, so I don't think he's gonna be stubborn like
Oh, right, yeah,
Guidry was.
yeah, yeah. I told people to pay attention to the sideline, man, when the dumb calls he was made. I said, bro, and
It's
I was like, man, it was, yeah, it was, man, I couldn't talk, man. 'Cause I used to sit up there too and watch the players confused as heck. They trying to, it's like they were just like lost, like they didn't know what the man. I ain't never seen a boy so lost looking before, man. They were just lost. They didn't know what to do, what was going on. They hollering at each other and stuff like this. Man, it was just driving me nuts. And then bingo, when you hit with a dime.
what I don't understand is too. Guidry watched this shit from week to week, and I'm like, I couldn't wrap my hand around like, why isn't he trying to do something different? If you keep doing the same shit over and over, you getting the same result. Why not try something different? What you waiting for? What
He
is
wouldn't change
waiting for?
that. He wouldn't change that.
Every time we lined up in cover one, I was like, oh shit.
I was putting a pillow over my head as soon as we lined up in cover one. I was putting a pillow over my head like that. There you go. Yeah. Especially when you know a team, all they can do is run the ball. At Georgia Tech, man. All they can do is run the ball. This man, instead of blitzing up here, this man want to drop back, delay blitz, all this stuff, man.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Them motherfuckers said Mario doesn't know how to develop quarterbacks from high school. That's why he goes stealing quarterbacks from other teams because he can't. Come on, man. Ain't no stealing. It ain't no stealing.
Man, y'all need to, what's going on with that?
We ain't stealing nothing. They come in here willingly. They come in here willingly. They come in here willingly. I bet this a Gator fan.
Your squad.
I
Man,
bet it's a Gator fan. They finally got a quarterback. Now they talking. Can't be a Florida State fan. Got to be a Gator fan.
Texas is my team, man.
Donovan is a Texas fan.
Texas is my team. Yeah.
You, Donovan, you believe the Arch Manning hype? You believe in all that Arch Manning hype? You think Texas gonna win the SEC this year? Or you think it's gonna be Oklahoma like Buddy said? And are y'all gonna get over the Georgia hump? Cause they got y'all numbers right now. Listen, the way Texas is recruiting right now, it's, it's crazy if y'all don't win the Natty soon. I hate to be that guy to say that, y'all got all the money in the world and y'all paying for everybody, but I mean, the writing's on the wall. It's true. I ain't hating on you because that's what they do to us. If you got it, you got it.
Yep.
If you got it and willing to give it, then it is what it is. But man, if y'all buying all that talent like they say, y'all better win something soon.
Yeah, boy. Don't do like the other counterpart in Texas.
Yeah,
A&M.
don't be. Speaking of Jimbo, man, Jimbo got a new job, man.
Well,
Jimbo over there at the ACC network, ACC Huddle.
oh Lord.
He about to be an anchor, man. Jimbo getting
You,
paid.
you for real?
I'm dead serious.
Oh shoot.
About to get that
Jimbo
good, that good SEC money. Obviously, they still paying him. And he
Oh
about to
yeah,
be.
he getting paid. He getting paid nice.
Yeah, he on TV, about to just chill now. You know what I want to see? I want to see a show where you got like Jimbo, Ed Orgeron, and a couple of them. Throw Nick Saban in there. Throw all of them on the show.
Man, you might get a fight.
you gotta put Nick Saban on the other end and put Jim.
Yeah, yeah, Jim on the other. You can't. You got to put Ed between both of them with somebody else, bro.
Shoot, I know who would be a real good anchor when they finally give up coaching. That damn Lane Kiffin.
Oh yeah, 'cause Lane gonna be like Charles Barkley on ESPN. Lane gonna say what he want to say.
Yeah, that boy gonna have a lot to say. And
What he gonna? Hey, and he gonna sell out.
I don't think he gonna have.
Hey, true. You put that panel. If you put Nick Saban, Lane, Jimbo, bro, they finna get at. That's the man. That might be a battle royal, man.
I can see,
That's gonna be fighting, bro.
I could see Nick Saban talking about his years at Bama winning championship, and I could just see Jimbo over there muddling under, bro. Yeah, all the teams you were paying for before we could pay for them. You were paying them before we could pay them, but they ain't gonna.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, he go. Hey, you remember that movie? You remember that movie Belly?
Oh man,
Where you drop a dime on it? Well, you was gonna be like, yeah, y'all paying people before we was able to pay anybody. Yeah, you think I don't know that 40 in the charge of me? You know he for the talk trash.
well, gonna be
But
on the
that was my number two coach, bro. We didn't get your boy Mario. I ain't gonna lie, I danced for one of the lanes. Oh my god, that would have been so crazy, boy. They would have really hated us, boy.
damn. They said Gus Malzahn was so miserable at UCF that if Florida State didn't hire him, he would have retired. Damn, that's
His
crazy.
dumb behind, he left UCF, man, and had UCF balling. Ain't gonna leave and go to sorry back home to sorry Nebraska. When I tell and just made the program worse than what it was, bro.
Damn,
He looked so stupid. Nobody ain't trying to go out of no doggone Nebraska.
man. So
Nebraska is sorry forever, man.
I don't know if you heard the reports earlier too. Said that North Carolina trying to go to the SEC. Said North Carolina is exploring potential move from ACC to the SEC.
Nah, I ain't see that one.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
I don't think I don't think that's gonna happen because that's ACC country. The Carolinas. I
Yeah.
don't I don't see that happening.
Now, if they could get it in North Carolina, they'll do it. They can get up in there because they don't really got a team in North Carolina. They got the only thing they got is South Carolina.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I don't see the Carolina. I don't see the ACC letting them go because that's the Carolina, man. That's why they behind.
I mean, at this point, it ain't about letting them go. It's about teams willing to pay their way out.
You got a point.
Because I mean, it's a hefty amount to get out. But right now, if Miami wanted out, they could pay that money. They got the money to pay it. But it's just
Oh,
is it worth it? Is it worth doing what they do, paying all that money, and
true.
then, you'll make it back. There's plenty of ways to make it back. Ticket sales will definitely go up.
But man, T, have you been paying attention to the SEC the last couple of years, man?
Yeah,
It's only been two teams, bro. They act like that. They act like that whole conference has been so dominant. And for what, 2 years back to back, we been what you said, we been SEC killers?
yeah.
Well, you had me die when you said that. Hey, Miami been SEC killers for the last 2 years. But I'm just saying, it's just been the same two teams,
Yep.
Bama and Georgia.
That man Georgia, LSU snuck in there that one year, but
That one year.
Out of that, it's just been between Alabama and
Alabama,
Georgia.
yep, Alabama and Georgia. But they make it seem like it's been the whole SEC. No, it haven't. Y'all ain't been rotating. It's been two teams only.
They top heavy. It's like if you look back at all their championship dating back to like back in God knows when, it's only 6 teams that's done anything.
Yeah.
And obviously Alabama is the top of the crop, but LSU got 2 championships. If you go back, date back to 2000, LSU got 2, Georgia got 2, Alabama, Florida got 2. Outside of that, ain't nobody else really doing nothing. You could throw that one
Mm-mm.
chip in there.
Yeah, Auburn got that one. But yeah, it's just been like you said, it's been back and forth with it took Georgia 40 years just to get that ring. All the talent teams Georgia had all them years, man. And it took them 40 years to get another championship. So they missed me with that. And they got what, back to back or something like that. But yeah, it's only been all of SEC championship, man. It's only been 2. Dang.
You know what? You know what I noticed though this offseason? All
What?
the Deion Sanders in Colorado talk died.
God, yeah. We was talking about that junk at work yesterday. Say you ain't hear nothing about all that Colorado, all that junk is like dead right now. And my homeboy, saying his people from out there, and they talking about that it's gonna be better because now I'm like, man, y'all bumped y'all here, man. And it's like dead, Dion said that and I think some people get mad because some people say, yeah, they agree with Dion when he said there should be a cap on that NIL. I don't know if you want to weigh in on that. I'd love to hear your opinion on that. Which
I mean,
I
how
don't,
do
I don't
you
really
how do you put a cap on how much somebody can make off their own name? It's crazy because companies ain't never had no problem with how much money they made. But when it's in the players' hands now, oh, we want to put a cap on it. You shouldn't be able to make this, or you shouldn't be able to make that. I think most of the people that's weighing in, don't even have a name for themselves, so they can't even fathom, you know. I don't know, man. I just can't. I don't think they should
Only
have.
thing, nah, I don't agree with that. But only thing that I could say that I wish they'd do is tighten up on that transfer portal thing.
I think now, as far as schools paying players, you could put a cap on that. But as far as how much a player
Yeah,
can
I
make,
think that's what I'm talking about. See, I think that's what Dion was talking about. Not what you can get outside before the school paying them.
yeah. I mean, but a lot of schools gonna be like, hey, outside of football, outside of us paying them, probably ain't that many opportunities. Because let's be honest, Miami is a different city than most of everywhere in America.
Yes, it
Ain't
is.
other cities gonna be able to compete opportunity wise.
I mean, over that there was some dude at the swap shop, remember the old swap shop?
Hmm.
Yeah, there was some dude that was printing some shirts, and I bought a shirt and it said the United States of Miami. Well, I was like, hey, Miami is like a whole different country. Like a whole different country.
Yeah, they don't understand.
Hey, not that what you ain't from down there, ain't live down there, you
Man,
ain't
some
gonna
people
understand.
I don't think they understand. Some of them skyscrapers, you got to bend your neck all the way into your back to see the top. You stand down at the bottom and look up, you got to bend your neck all the way back.
Hey,
Some
still
of
ain't seeing the top.
And some of them in their city buildings probably don't even go more than 14 stories.
We're a different kind of monster down the way.
Too many
You get
business, too
downtown
many opportunities.
Miami. Yeah, you get downtown Miami. You like you say, you look at the top of the building. Hey, it look like they moving. So like I say, it's moving.
You probably fall back trying to look up.
You'll fall right on your back, bro. Trying to look, you just steady bending back and bam, just fall. You know, I tell people we're a different type of monster, different city. Well, you can
Oh
go
yeah.
to any city in Florida, ain't nothing like Miami.
Check this out. Oh, my bad.
So I say what I. When you've done said some things differently, most definitely. But I stand on what I said. Well, we stand on what I said. So I said what I said. We stand on that, and I don't mean no disrespect to none of those guys at Alabama or anything like that. It's just I have confidence in my guys and the work that we've been putting in and preparing and the preparation we've been putting together. So that's all that was. I just no disrespect to those guys, but we stand on what I said.
My boy said we stand on it.
Oh man, that's him. I know that voice.
Nah, for
Running
all
that.
Now I got something for all you Gator fans that be saying that y'all ain't ran from us.
Oh,
Plus, I like it. I would have loved to play. I would have loved to play Miami. That's one of my biggest regrets is not getting a chance to play Miami back when we were there. Like great players want to play.
You said you were going to play them when you got hired back, and I remember you said you were going to get Miami on the schedule. You're going to get grass on the field, and
we had them on the schedule.
Yeah,
we had them on the
changed
schedule.
the SEC stuff, and
for like 92 or 3.
Yeah.
And then the SEC added South Carolina and Arkansas.
Mhm.
And Coach Orange came in one day and said, "You don't want to play Miami now. The
Yeah.
schedule's tough enough."
yeah,
Because played FSU every
Right.
year also, obviously. I said, "You're right." So we put them off the schedule.
yeah.
But I mean, think about your show. Find yourself a beneficial to us.
Yep.
I like.
Yeah, I heard it out of Steve Spurrier's own mouth.
I seen that interview.
Yeah, they
You know,
Gator fans be acting like we be lying when we say they ran from us. 92 and 93, they were supposed to play us.
But see, the only time they ever want to play us, man, is when we
And
rebuild.
I'll go even further. If they played us in 93, they wouldn't have won a championship.
I agree.
At this point, Florida probably still would have never won a championship. History would have changed.
Every year that they don't want a chip, they ain't playing us.
I think history would have changed.
Yeah, they did not play us those years they won their chip. And that's one stuff I always throw at the Gator fans. I said, why every time y'all win a chip, y'all ain't play us?
The only one they did was 08. They did play us there with Tebow.
08? I thought it was 07. It was 08?
Yeah, they played us in 08.
Okay. I thought it was 07 they played us. But that's what I said. It's always that rebuilding process. They want to throw us on the schedule.
And that's another thing too. The Big Ten, they about to adapt the SEC scheduling. So they about to go to 9 conference games instead of 8. So instead of playing 8 and then, the 4 outside of conference, it's just going to be 3 out of conference.
Ooh.
So you already know what that's going to lead to. Them scheduling each other and then play 3 cupcakes.
Mm.
Then they're going to be claiming that they the best in the country already. So,
Oh, boy.
I would definitely pull that video up so I can see the look on his face. As he said, I stand on this. I'm sitting up here and I'm like, who on that team? Other than Costa, like, who else on that team? Can you name me their receivers?
Nah.
Well, Florida State, I can't name nobody on that team. Like who they receiver is, who they running back is. I can't name anybody on that team other than Castellano. Who's the other person on that team? I can't name him.
Hold on. So they got a little interview with Cam talking about Shedeur Sanders and
I think we'll both end up being one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I just think the work that me and him are willing to put in, the relationship we have to constantly compete each and every day to better our craft, for ourselves. I just think it's gonna end up paying off for us in the long run.
Do you guys kid each other about who's going first, and how much does that matter to you?
Yeah, we play around, we joke around with it. Really don't mean nothing. Draft pick will never mean anything.
So that was before the draft.
That was before the draft. I would say yeah.
Yeah. Wait, why am I seeing these? Oh. I was wondering why am I seeing these now? Why are they popping up on the timeline now?
Chris Kane for life. Hold on. Was you in that Duffy for that for 2019 for the Kane party? I think I met dude. Not sure.
Kendrick, what's going on with you?
I don't know none of these dudes. Looking at this Florida State thing, I don't know none of these guys, man.
Florida State. They've been around. A lot of Florida fans, Florida State fans, they've been around since Turn Talent days. Shit, speaking of Turn Talent, did he stop making videos? I know you lying. Boy, I know you lying. I'm looking at this report that says Florida State new practice facility. It's looking like it's 80 yards.
Don't say that.
I know you lying. I know you lying.
Come on, man.
They've been talking about our
I'm about to say they've been selling us out about our indoor practice. You better not. Come on, man.
Say update. The new picture field is looking good. Total length is 80 yards. I know you lying, Florida State.
Man, I ain't gonna believe it. Come on now. Nah.
Man, I got to see the comment section of this shit.
Yeah, you gonna need some straightening on that. All that trash they talk about ours. I got it. Yeah, I got it. T, please investigate that.
Somebody said subtract 10 yards for each win last year. Yo. I know they lied. Boy, I know they lied. Man, they can't tell me nothing about our indoor practice facility.
And there's 80.
No boy went backwards. You know what? We trendsetters around here, boy. We wouldn't have got a short indoor practice facility, and now everybody want to do it. That's tough.
They always bite me anyway.
Man. Damn, boy.
You know, Saturday is soul aside. I guess they done got over bugging us about the stadium thing. They wouldn't leave that stadium thing alone for nothing. Y'all ain't got y'all own stadium. But I like The Rock. I said for those people who ain't, for those people, you know what I'm saying, they're talking about, oh man, they missed the OD, is because y'all never been to The Rock.
You see what's going on with Teddy Bridgewater?
Yeah, man, that was lame as heck, man. My cousin texted me on that thing before it even got to the news that he heard that, they suspended him. Man, I'm like, man, that was so stupid, man. And that thing been going on, man. That ain't nothing new, man. Somebody helped make him out of his pocket and all this stuff, man. That had me so pissed off, man.
The city showing up for him right now though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right now, I see. I'm watching the video right now. They all out there supporting him. Yeah, they're demanding for him to be reinstated. People rallying for him, so the support is there.
Yeah.
I mean, if the man coming out of his own pocket to help the team, man, what's the issue?
What's the problem? Exactly. What's the issue? What's the problem? Ain't like the man doing no illegal, man. Come on, man. Man, pulling money out of his pocket, helping them with rehab, all kind of stuff. Something that y'all should have been doing because South Florida coaches don't get paid nothing, bro. You go to a lot of these other programs, man, shoot, they getting paid, bro.
Hold on, I know you lying. Hulk Hogan died.
Yeah, yeah, he died of a heart attack.
Damn,
He was at the crib because he living like Clearwater, St. Pete, and they said the ambulance got called saying he was having a heart attack, and then by the time he got to the hospital, he was already dead. He's 71 years old.
man.
But I think it was last week or the week before, he was just in the hospital and got out and just signed that beer deal that he's bringing to someplace they were talking about, and him and some dude just signed for a new wrestling company. They were trying to push and all this stuff here called American Freestyle Wrestling, some junk like they were trying to do. I was reading up on that. I was laughing about it. And then this morning I was at work and I seen that thing come across the screen. Hulk Hogan died at doggone 71. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I went ahead clicking on that thing like, because a lot of times they be putting stuff on Facebook and they just be trolling and stuff like that.
Clickbait.
Because I remember there was somebody, yeah, clickbait. Somebody had this one clickbait station. Oh, it's sad that we lost this celebrity and all the stuff like this. And then you like, dang, I ain't know Chuck Norris died. And then go check Chuck Norris there. And they had this clickbait, just getting all the clicks from people saying this actor died, this same died. You come to find out he ain't died. So I went and hit that thing and I seen it on ESPN on my phone. I was like, oh shoot. So I hit my wife up and told her, I said, because she a big Hogan fan. So I hit her up, told her Hogan died.
Man, Hulk Hogan. Hey, R.I.P. to him. Blessings to his family and everything. But Hulk Hogan, I got a bone to pick with you, man. I know you ain't here to answer. You got me a whooping one time, bro.
Why don't go get you a whooping? I gotta hear this story.
Where you at right now, Hulk Hogan? But you got me a whooping, bro. I watching wrestling. I thought I was a wrestler. I had a golf shirt. I ripped that thing, boy. My mama told me up. She was like, "You know how much I pay for this?" And you,
You thought you were all over, so you put on your golf shirt and ripped it. Your mama tore your mind up.
well, I ain't never ripped up a shirt.
You ripped another shirt, see?
In my mind, I was
Oh man.
always a little clown. Like, man, if you get me a vest like Stone Cold Steve Austin, I ain't got to rip it. It's already open.
Hey, I don't think there's nobody that watched wrestling didn't rip the shirt. I ripped mine, but mine was an old raggedy shirt.
And I ripped that golf shirt, man. My mama saw me. She told me up.
Oh Lord.
Like you money grow on trees.
Well, he was having a rough like 3 years because his son. You remember his son got into that bad car accident and paralyzed that one kid, and then his son got into his son like I think he got like a doggone they gave back his DL and all the stuff there, and I think like last year, man, he got pulled over and got busted for DUI again. But somehow I think they put him back on paper or something like because he didn't blow into the breathalyzer. And then it was so embarrassing because the girl that he dated, that I think he married her, but he was about to marry her. He was a porn star. So it was like, and then he got booed at some event. They had that thing on every YouTube channel, all of them commentate, all of them podcasters. How he got booed out the building in California when he went to summer wrestling event. He came out there with Jimmy Hart waving him around. They booed his behind out the building. And Ice Cube's son, he was doing some interview, and he said he was there. And he said, "Boy, I couldn't wait to boo his behind." And they booed him out the building. So he had a rough for the last couple of years.
I tell all the football fans out there, man, this is the last Thursday without football. This is last Thursday. By next week, Thursday, we're going to have you some football. Y'all already know them preseason. Might not take it too serious. But it's going to be some kind of entertainment.
Yeah. Because man, I hate this dead period. I hate this dead period, boy. Ain't nothing to watch. I ain't studying no WNBA. Now I catch some Caitlin Clark doggone highlights, but I don't care nothing. So
John said
I can't watch nothing.
He said John said Trump signing that executive order to not make NCAA a professional league will benefit UM.
Hold on. So he signed it? I was just reading. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's saying on my thing right now. Nobody like the NCAA, man. Nobody like they behind. Everybody hate the man. Everybody hate they behind.
Man, so they pushing that report by UNC trying to join the SEC. I think it's more of a basketball thing. I think they'll take them, but I think it'll probably be more of a basketball thing. You know what's crazy though? I ain't hear nothing about it in a minute. But I was trying to. This morning it crossed my mind, and I was trying to look up the Darius Hayes situation. I don't know. You there, Opa? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but this morning I was like, it came to my mind. I was like, I know Darius Hayes had gotten that car accident, but I ain't heard nothing about it since.
Who got your car accident?
You remember Darius Hayes, the linebacker?
Yeah, that was a couple of months ago.
Yeah, that's why I looked it up this morning. I'm like, whatever happened from that? So,
I ain't heard nothing else from it.
Because that was a real, crazy situation.
Yeah, because I think somebody died or something like that.
Yeah, because in the process, 2 kids had died.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know somebody died.
So,
I ain't heard nothing else. I ain't heard them suspending them or nothing like that. I just know they were investigating. So they were trying to say that this the second time he got into some craziness in a car accident or something like that. I ain't heard nothing else about
Yeah, that shit crossed my mind though.
it. Because I ain't heard nothing about him in practice either. And they were definitely pushing him, boy, to get some playing time, to get some snaps.
I honestly thought he could have been the next Ray Lewis for real. The potential is there. But it's crazy, man. Yeah, bro had so
All
much
right,
potential.
T. Yeah, he's a big linebacker. He was a nice size linebacker. Why is somebody asking who is Ohio State starting quarterback? Why?
Ohio State quarterback.
Yeah. Foster talking about who is Ohio State starting quarterback. Why?
That's a good question. I ain't really paid I ain't really paid Ohio State no mind to even know who their quarterback is right now. I think
Neither. It's just
once the season start up, especially on them Sundays, I'll be doing a lot of more research. So yeah, but as far as a quarterback, I haven't really paid no attention to it.
neither. Because last year was a big thing because all those quarterbacks were transfers. So you knew everybody knew quarterback. Because all them cats was all transfers. Everybody that made some noise was a transfer quarterback. All right, T2, I'm going to get off, man.
About to call it a
So,
night. Been on this thing a
all
minute.
right. Yeah. I'm going to go 10 to the fam. All right, bro. Good hearing from you. When you coming back on?
Um, probably
Find my
closer
note.
towards the start of the season when fall camp pick up.
Okay.
Fall camp should be around. Should start around next week.
Yeah.
So,
Hit my notification. My
you know,
notification.
we'll start hearing some good stuff. Hopefully, no bad stuff.
Okay, I got. All right. Put my notification on.
Yes, sir. Season about to start soon, man. I can't wait.
Me either, boy. Man, I need this. Right, man. You have a good one, man.
All right, boss.
All right.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe
Appreciate.
to the channel.
Yeah, matter of fact, let me hit that like button right now. I'm telling other people hit the like button. I ain't even hit it. I just hit it. I'm glad to have you back, bro.
Appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, guys, season starting up, man. About to start up pretty soon. So obviously it's gonna be a lot to talk about. A lot more things with substance, more than just predictions and how we feel. A lot. The ball gonna get spotted. Basically, the ball gonna get spotted. All that talk is gonna be out the window. We about to see some real action pretty soon. First game out the gate, Notre Dame, huge game, must watch. Florida State versus Alabama, huge game, must watch. Will Florida State be the same 2-10 team, or will they do a Castellanos say and beat Bama? We're gonna find out. But appreciate y'all for tuning in, hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Retweeting on Twitter, liking on Twitter, and all that good stuff. I'll catch y'all another time. Go Canes.